Good morning there. Well, my friend Mitch, he said, Aaron, chuck the suit on. I said, okay, I'll chuck the suit on. I used to wear this when I did the weather for country television on Sky. I no longer do that though. But anyway, yeah, so I chucked the suit back on for this morning's forecast. Funny thing, they used to tell me to put like makeup on. It was Thin Lizzy. I guess you call it foundation. I don't really know. I have no idea about makeup. Anyway, so they told me to put it on like when I did the weather. And initially I did, and then after like about a month or two, I was like, I really don't think this matters. And so I just didn't put it on anymore, and no one said anything. And so I just continued like that. It worked. Maybe that's letting the cat out of the bag, or the makeup out of the bag, so to speak. Anyway, let's proceed with, well, a bit of a review and then a forecast. I've basically included maps for all of next week, so I thought we would go through a thorough rundown. Basically, there's a lot of anticyclonic weather coming up for New Zealand, very settled, and that makes sense. It's February, it's this time of year that we typically get lots of anticyclonic weather. Great weather to go away, go camping, and the temperatures don't necessarily look like really harsh or hot. There's going to be a bit of sort of like coastal cloud about at times due to weak frontal features moving through. Thursday there's a bit of a front moving through, but it does collapse as it moves northwards. Cold upper air support drops away to the southeast. As it progresses to the North Island on Friday, there's a little bit of instability picking up. And then pushing right forward to like sort of Saturday, Sunday, more Sunday, another front moves in, and that looks to deliver like a bit more rain or shower activity. Anyway, here we go, Sunday, earlier in the week. Wow, it was like last week, wasn't it? Sort of in a way, depending on your beliefs. Anyway, so Sunday, 4 p.m, we had this low pressure system move in there. We talked about a front there moving in, delivering heavy rain to the Bay of Plenty, and then instability in behind. Well, there certainly was a lot of instability. Was there not, because a tornado moved through Mangawai, destroyed quite a few houses, unfortunately sucked a few people out of their beds, I think, even. So I hope you guys are doing okay in hospital, wherever you are. So quite a dramatic event with that low as it moved in, and yeah, there were thunderstorms certainly associated with that low pressure system as it moved in. For the South Island, we had a lot of rain push into Canterbury. Man, there was a lot of rain. Perhaps you could say it was needed. It's kept the lawns green, so yeah, it's not drying out in Canterbury. But I don't really think it was like a major thunderstormy sort of situation to chase. Yes, we saw hints there. I did this forecast like on Friday night, like I'm doing tonight. It sort of comes out on Saturday morning, but I do it on Friday. So when I did that forecast, you know, for last week, I did it on Friday as Sunday came around. Instability figures, sure enough, they were increasing. They had increased ahead of this front here as it moved in. But yeah, when I did the forecast, up air temperatures were quite warm, and they were still quite warm on this day. But yeah, fair enough, instability figures did increase a bit, and there was a bit of thunder. I was in Christchurch at the time, and I heard a rumble or two, but that was about it. And then we just had lots of rain move in. Up near Hanmer Springs, I believe there was quite a severe sort of like downpour, thunderstorm. Stephen Burrows, who edits these videos, he got caught in quite a sharp downpour up there while he was away for a night or two. Anyway, then Monday morning. So this is the map that we had for Monday morning, and we talked about showers moving through Canterbury there. I was actually more interested in these showers for Canterbury in terms of instability, because there was some nice cold upper air support moving in, and there was actually like a waterspout sort of feature photographed by Heather McLaren near Birdlings Flat, which is sort of like southeast of Christchurch, right about there. You'll see those photos up there now. So definitely some instability with those showers as they moved through. Anyway, next map here, this is the temperature anomaly map for the week ahead. So New Zealand there, you can basically see mostly it's white, which means basically temperatures are about sort of like average. They're not really too hot. They're not really too cold in general for the next 7 days. Looking at Australia there, coastal areas are very similar. Mountainous regions, perhaps a little bit cooler than normal. And when I looked at this map, I thought, you know, what's the bet I look at a satellite map and there's going to be a lot of cloud around the coastal parts of Australia. And basically, That's exactly what there was. So yeah, a bit of cloud heading into the eastern side of Australia there, easterly quarter winds moving in. Over the other side of the Blue Mountains, brightens up, and it is better. The weather is sunnier. But yeah, see a lot of cloud there around the coast of Australia, warm in the interior. And that frontal feature there, well, more like a trough really, to be honest, turned into a few thunderstorms later in the day. New Zealand way down there in the southeastern corner of this picture. So yeah, this is the map a bit later in the day, and there definitely were a few lightning strikes along these features up here as well, and I believe here in the north. So this is like for Friday. This map here is 8:50 p.m. in New Zealand time, which is about is that like 6:50 for the eastern side of Australia there. Anyway, let's push forward. Why not? So Saturday, this is this evening. See a lot of high pressure in general, like here to the west and there to the east. New Zealand caught in the middle a little bit. The only showers of interest to me are these ones here for the eastern side of the North Island. Could be a bit of instability, maybe a thunderstorm or two. And basically the pattern repeats again on Sunday, but the instability shifts a little bit to the Bay of Plenty more or less, perhaps down into the central North Island, maybe southern parts of Waikato, but mainly the Bay of Plenty. Instability there, could be a thunderstorm or two. Lots of high pressure there moving in also. Then on Monday, lots of high pressure again. Tropical low to the northeast there, but that slips away, doesn't bother us really. The weather stays settled again for Tuesday. Wednesday settled again. Lots of high pressure, but there is this front here heading into the southwest. That is the one we talked about a little bit earlier. That moves in, but see all this business down here? See those dashed lines? That means there's a lot of cold air moving in behind that front, but the cold air sort of drops down to the southeast and the front sort of loses its support and it goes a bit bleh. A bit of cloud and a few showers up the eastern side, up the western side too. In the morning there's probably going to be some rain here for Fiordland, but yeah, as that front moves northwards, the rain clears and it just eases to like a few showers further north. There may be a bit more rain here in the south initially when that front hits, sort of like overnight to Wednesday, early Thursday there. Anyway, so the front reaches the North Island on Friday and instability picks up a little bit in these showers there. So it could be an isolated heavy shower, could be some thunder. High pressure moving in behind those, so more of the same for the South Island really, pretty settled. And then finally on Saturday, still settled once again, a hint of instability up there, a few showers. A new front heading in from the southwest. Now this front is a little bit stronger, although mind you, these maps are like 7 days away, so will it hold up? Who knows, we'll just have to wait and see. But that front on the maps for Sunday, it does move over the South Island. Does bring a little bit more wet weather this time, that eventually hits the North Island on Monday. Okay, a very extensive forecast tonight. We'll catch you again next Saturday morning. Cheers.
Severe thunderstorm, large hail, and tornado storm with northwards on the Canberra Plains towards Ashburn.